As China and Arab countries mark the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations, Secretary General of the League of Arab States, Ahmed Aboul Gheit, grants an exclusive interview to Leaders Talk. He has visited China many times and witnessed its remarkable transformation.
Development of China today, unprecedented, unbelievable, thanks to the leadership and the Chinese people.
He describes China-Arab friendship as solid, close, and full of promise.
No foreign intervention and no emphasis or any aspect of the relationship, but friendship and working together.
Looking ahead to the second China-Arab State Summit, he hopes more Arab leaders will gather in China.
I hope the economic and political cooperation between the two sides, China and Arab countries, would last as long as we desire.
Leaders Talk. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to Leaders Talk, where we meet leaders, thinkers, and trailblazers. I'm Wang Guan. From the ancient Silk Road to today's high-quality Belt and Road cooperation, ties between China and the Arab world span 1,000 years and remain deeply relevant. This year marks 70 years of diplomatic relations between China and the Arab countries. We speak with Ahmed Aboul Gheit, Secretary General of the League of Arab States. How does he view China-Arab cooperation today? What does he expect from the second China-Arab State Summit? And in an uncertain world, how can both sides work together to add stability? Here is our conversation. Your Excellency, Secretary General Gheit, welcome back to Beijing. It is a real privilege to talk to you again.
Thank you very much for the hospitality. This is my 6th visit. I came before 5 times.
Let's say, what is the one thing that impressed you the most about China?
First time it was 1990, and since that time 35 years have passed. The development of China today, unprecedented, unbelievable, thanks to the leadership and the Chinese people, the discipline of China, the dedication to work, and the quality of life the Chinese people are leading nowadays. One reads in books over the history, certain times that have had suffering and poverty, but today you feel the wealth of the Chinese nation. That wealth comes through dedication, work, proper planning, and the achievement of objectives.
But our Arab brothers and sisters have suffered, and they have persevered and have made a comeback as well, right? Going through colonialism and now having nation states doing solidarity, and saying no to Western powers at some point. I mean, we've been through similar things, no?
Yes, but the Arab nation passed through also most difficult times, through successive wars with Israel, as well as what they call in the West the Arab Spring. The Arab Spring damaged lots of Arab countries, and since then, 2011, people in many Arab countries have been suffering. Thank God that we are coming out intact, one piece, solid, and working for the unity of Arab countries.
To what extent do you think, Mr. Secretary General, China is a different kind of partner, is offering a different kind of partnership to the Arab world?
No foreign intervention and no emphasis or any aspect of the relationship, but friendship and working together. That is the main feature of Chinese work with Arab countries.
And then 3 words to describe China-Arab friendship at this point.
Solid, full of cooperation, hopefully a great success.
The League of Arab States, commonly known as the Arab League, was founded in March 1945 as a regional international organization to strengthen unity and cooperation among Arab countries. It currently has 22 member states. Over the past 80 years, the Arab League has worked to enhance cooperation among its members and promote their shared interests. China established contacts with the Arab League in 1956. In 2018, the two sides formed a China-Arab strategic partnership featuring comprehensive cooperation, common development, and a shared future.
So I wanted to ask you, Mr. Secretary General, about this very important anniversary, the 80th anniversary celebration events of the League of Arab States, and the celebration took place quite extraordinarily in here, Beijing, China. Why China? Why Beijing?
We celebrated in Cairo the 80th anniversary, but there was one country where Arab League is represented that we wanted to show our flag and the 80 years of the life of Arab League. We made the choice of China for the cooperation that we have had with the Chinese over the last 20 years. Arab League and China established a kind of a forum of cooperation in 2004. So it is already 21 years. A ministerial meeting between the foreign minister of China and all the Arab foreign ministers once every 2 years. We have had also in 22 in December in Saudi Arabia, the first Arab summit. We will be having the second Arab summit in Beijing 26. So we find easiness in the cooperation with China, and the Chinese are reciprocating to our friendship. So we are working together.
As you rightly mentioned, sir, we're marking the second ever summit of China-Arab States next year in China, and President Xi, when he looked forward to that very summit, he said it would be another milestone for China-Arab States relations. What would be your hope and expectations for this second ever China-Arab States summit?
I hope it takes place 26. I hope that the greatest number of Arab leaders would attend, and that the economic and political cooperation between the two sides, China and the Arab countries, would last as long as we desire.
Each day, there are millions of stories. Each one can open new perspectives, new possibilities. Wherever you look, we are there. To see, discover, explore. We put the pieces together to find what really matters to you, all around the world, all around the clock. Our reporters are at home across the globe. From our headquarters in Beijing and production centers in Washington, Nairobi, and London. Stories from across the globe, reaching people across the globe. CGTN. See the difference.
You're watching breaking news on CGTN.
You're watching the latest market-moving headlines from around the world.
Welcome to the world today on CGTN.
An Arab proverb says that friends are the sunshine of life. The friendship between China and Arab countries grew out of exchanges along the ancient Silk Road, joint struggles for national liberation, and win-win cooperation in national development. In recent years, under the strategic guidance of President Xi Jinping and leaders of Arab countries, practical cooperation between China and Arab countries has continued to deepen. China has remained the largest trading partner of Arab countries for many consecutive years. In infrastructure, major projects built by China have become new landmarks across the region. Egypt's new administrative capital skyscraper, locally known as the New Pyramid, the more than 1,200-kilometer east-west highway in Algeria, the Lusail Stadium, the main venue of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar, and Morocco's Mohammed VI Bridge, Africa's largest cable-stayed bridge by span. These new name cards of Chinese construction stand as vivid testimony to China-Arab shared development.
If you look at China-Arab trade and economic relations, sir, it's
I tell
robust.
you, the trade in 2004 was possibly running around $46 billion dollars a year, the exchange between both. This year, it is approaching $409 billion up till now, 2025. So maybe tenfolds increase. That shows that cooperation leads to benefits for both.
Because the Arab League was among the first regional bloc anywhere in the world to endorse this,
Yes.
the Belt and Road infrastructure
Yes,
project.
yes. All Arab countries are contributing to the Belt and Road. All of them are members and working together with the Chinese directly for the Belt and Road success.
Like you did in the ancient Silk Road, you know, the Chinese
Yes.
and Arabs,
Yes.
they exchanged
And the
other
proximity of
things.
geography too, because geography allows such course.
Sir, if you think about our relations, it was rooted in history, as you said, Mr. Secretary General, going all the way back. You know, the Chinese kids these days are familiar with 1001 Nights, with Aladdin, the tales, with cartoons, with fairy tales of Alibaba.
And Arab traders coming to China. So it is a long-standing history.
Then how do you expect the current Belt and Road Initiative to reinvigorate these relations? I mean, going forward, what are the new areas that you feel most excited about in working
Everything
with
from
China?
AI, making strides and success in AI, to sciences, to education, to everything, everything. The sky is the limit for all kinds of cooperation between Arab countries and China.
Artificial intelligence can be key. I mean,
Absolutely. And Chinese companies are striving in Arab countries.
we know they're building industrial parks in Cairo, the future cities there, right?
The administrative city, many Chinese countries are contributing to the establishment of such a great city.
Not just on the cultural side, we're very happy to see the passion among the Arabs of learning Chinese.
Yes, I was amazed a few years ago, maybe less than 5 years ago, when I was attending a kind of an industrial fair, and there was a Chinese official representing one of the major Chinese companies. He was accompanied by an Egyptian young lady who spoke Chinese fluent, perfect. So I asked her, where did you learn your Chinese? And I was figuring that she went to Beijing, received the education and returns. She said, no, I have had my Chinese education in Cairo University. So it shows that And many Egyptian universities are teaching Chinese nowadays.
What part of the Chinese culture intrigues you, Mr. Secretary General, personally?
Sun Tzu,
Oh,
Sun Tzu,
the art of war.
the art of war. For someone to write about the art of war in that way, preceding everyone. So Sun Tzu is a great contributor.
What particular strategy manifested by Sun Tzu impressed you the most that you think can still apply
That
to
you
modern
can
day
win
world?
without going to battle. You can win without going into battle. That you would maneuver yourself to a position whereby your opponent or enemy or foe would withdraw. So you check him.
You read President Xi's books or his works?
I read a lot of his comments and his statements.
You met with him many times.
I met first time
What were those meetings
when
like?
he was vice president. I was struck by his composure and his quiet. Then I met him again during 2018 when I came as Secretary General of the League amongst Arab foreign ministers in a ministerial meeting. So we met him. Then I met him third time in Saudi Arabia in December 22, and last year in Beijing again in the ministerial. So I met him possibly 5 times.
He came across as what kind of a friend to the Arab world?
He's a great friend of. He represents a Chinese nation that is emerging solidly, and that is gratifying. He's sure of himself, very sure of himself. If you have been watching TV during the military parade in Beijing and how he was saluting the troops, the very disciplined, well-composed, solid parade, you would be amazed.
You might think you are better informed in an information age. The fact is, people are more often misled by misinformation. You might think every voice is heard in a digital world. The fact is, many nations and peoples are still underrepresented. And data poverty shuts out many. We at CGTN are committed to transcending the information gap and the digital divide. CGTN, bridging nations and civilizations. CGTN, see the difference.
We are all connected. Across borders, across continents, connected by ideas, a shared humanity. Stay connected.
The Middle East, a land of ancient civilizations and vast development potential, has been scarred by the shadow of the Palestine-Israel conflicts. This long-running conflict has resulted in an unprecedented humanitarian catastrophe. China has always stood with Arab countries, from supporting the two-state solution to promoting ceasefire resolutions at the UN Security Council, from providing emergency humanitarian assistance to calling for broader international peace conferences. China has consistently taken concrete actions to contribute its wisdom and solutions to building a more just and reasonable global governance system.
After the World War II, countries were divided into the camps, but Arab states somehow carved out its own path and then became an own independent grouping.
We adopted the Arab League is composed of 22 countries, but not all of them were independent in 45, only 7. So the 7 agreed on a certain path that was embracing non-alignment. And since the establishment of the movement, the non-aligned movement in 61, or let's say since Bandung summit in 55 in Indonesia, the Arab League was following non-alignment between the Western world and the Soviet bloc.
There was a temporary ceasefire on October the 10th in Gaza. What do you make of this latest break of the ceasefire?
The Israelis are aiming to expand in Palestinian territory. They are hopeful to be allowed or to manage to expel Palestinian people out of their territories. But thank God that the international community is standing firm against such behavior. Countries like Egypt and Jordan rejected outright the desire to push the Palestinians out of their territories. The Israeli action and behavior failed. And the Security Council at last adopted only yesterday a resolution making slight difference to the possibility of the two states living side by side, Palestine and Israel. So we are hopeful that the Security Council's resolution would be implemented in proper conduct, and that everybody abides by whatever that has been agreed in the resolution. And I ask for going beyond a full Israeli withdrawal from the Gaza Strip. I ask for a solid, strong, organic relationship between the West Bank and Gaza. I hope for a continuous rebuilding of the cities that have been demolished and destroyed beyond recognition. And I hope that the Palestinian Authority would be allowed to emerge back in Gaza, aiming at the establishment of a Palestinian state ruled by the Palestinians themselves.
Because there are 4 initiatives proposed by President Xi on development, and then security, and last year on civilizations, and this year at the SCO, the Shanghai Organization, Security Organization Summit in Tianjin, proposed another initiative by President Xi.
We support all of them. The Arab countries are in support right now, in support of, if not all, the Chinese initiatives presented by President Xi. They are working closely with the Chinese. I arrived the day before to participate in a conference on the exchange of the two civilizations, the Chinese civilization and the Arab civilization. Tomorrow and the day after, I will be attending in Shanghai a meeting on global initiative for development, presented also by President Xi. So we in Arab countries, we appreciate what the Chinese are offering. And we are working closely with them to enhance and to ensure success of such initiatives.
You have been in this position as the Secretary General of the Arab League for almost 10 years.
9.5 years. Remaining 9 months to go.
What is the toughest situation that you've ever dealt with, sir, in the 10-year and tenure?
I have had many issues that tormented me, but the most important and the problem that is always facing us is the Israeli behavior towards the Palestinians. The Israelis are acting in a violent, continuous violence against the Palestinians, and the sense of superiority and the sense of extremism against the Palestinians, unprecedented in the annals of history.
What is the one thing that you hope can happen beyond your tenure in the next, let's say, 10 years?
The establishment of a Palestinian state.
Talking about media cooperation, it's very important, where you very graciously hosted the CMG delegation, where you even awarded a Friendship Goodwill Award to China Media Group for promoting mutual understanding and friendship between China and the Arab world. And you said you watched CGT in Arabic and CGT in English?
Not only in Arabic, but also in English.
What does the Chinese media, the Chinese voice represent to you?
The balance. What are really in need of is balance, is objectivity, and it is there.
Especially in today's world, where the Chinese world and the Arab society are so misportrayed and misrepresented and misunderstood, right?
People are coming to know the real facts of development.
Thank you very much, sir. And we wish you all the best for the rest of your stay in China. In our interview, Secretary General Gheit voiced strong support for President Xi's 4 global initiatives, describing China-Arab states' relations as solid and forward-looking. He complimented China's principle of non-interference and cooperation without political strings attached, highlighting progress in practical and people-to-people exchanges and expressing strong expectations for the 2nd China-Arab States Summit in 2026. Thank you for watching Leaders Talk. See you next time.